you've guessed it, we're back with the Mokka X. It's a few weeks since I serviced it, and that's when I discovered the expansion bottle was empty, and later on found that it had been leaking over the pipes below it. It's a good few weeks since I actually diagnosed that. It's a common fault on the Mokka. Most people know about it, but the customer, Robin, hello Robin, has had increasing issues with coolant loss and loss of heating inside the vehicle, all due to an airlock and of course just low fluid in general. The job is finally getting done. He had a recovery over the weekend after an overheat issue, which he was very lucky to get away with, to be honest, but no damage has been done. So today we are getting on with the replacement of the expansion bottle. It's not a genuine part, but to be honest with you, there's not a lot of point in buying a genuine one, purely and simply because they're rubbish anyway, as we all know. Every chance that this one might be better, but who knows. And to be safe and sure, Phoebe, brand new valve controlled cap for the bottle, which will go on there. So let's get underway. So the bottle currently has water in it. There's been no point in continuously topping it up with antifreeze. It's just been throwing money away. To get at the bottle, we need to release 8 clips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. This is done with a little pry tool. If I pop this one down, you'll be able to see what I mean. You basically just slide your tool in the gap that's provided, lift it up like so, and then you should be able to pop the entire clip out without damaging it, enabling you to reuse it. So the vehicle's been standing now about an hour as I brought it in hot. We're going to remove these clips. Don't lose the top piece because you want to reuse them. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and number 8. I'm going to pop those out of the way for safety. We should then be able to just lift out this panel without any effort whatsoever, giving us access to the 2 10mm, which we'll be removing along with lifting off this clamp to release the bottle. So before I undo the 2 10s, I'm going to have a go at getting these clips off. If you haven't got the correct tool, which this clearly isn't, you can do it with a pair of grips. It's just a little bit more fiddly this way, but at least it enables you to reuse them. That one's free. There we go. And that's that one free too. Just going to crack that one off. Going to lose the water, which is not a problem because we're going to have to refill it with antifreeze. Pull that one off, and then we'll undo our 2 10s. There's nothing down there for that water to damage. We'll just undo the 2 10mm. those there, keep those safe, and then lift out the bottle. So we can get a closer look at this now. We can see here all the cracks. Get that all the way around. I can actually feel those on the outside. So yeah, it was getting hot, expanding, and just letting all the water go. There's a couple round this port here. Sorry about that. And it's also going around the top section there. So yeah. As for the cap, these are quite notorious for failing anyway. Now, the setup on the replacement cap is different in terms of the valve inside, but they're both rated at the same pressure, which is 20 psi, 140. So I've got no concerns with that. And these are such a common replacement. Normally people replace the caps before they do the bottles. Now, it's been topped up an awful lot of times over the last few weeks, so there is pretty much zero, if any, antifreeze stroke coolant left in the system. So I'm going to blow some of the existing fluid out of the waterways so to enable me to get plenty of antifreeze in there, so it's got protection for the winter. Now I'm going to do this a little bit of an unorthodox way. Don't do this at home, kids. But I'm going to put a little pot underneath this hose here, and I'm going to blow through this one from the expansion bottle, and that will give me rather a lot of water out of the system. Just saves unnecessary amounts. Didn't hear that, did you? Going over the engine. I'm just going to clean up this hose underneath where it was leaking before, so that I've got a checkpoint to make sure it's not leaking anymore. Just got rid of that residue, mopping up any excessive water that was down there, and we'll fit the new expansion bottle. There's a hook here which goes into here on the bottle. Slide that over, sit it in there like so. Your two 10 mils there. Don't over tighten them because it is only plastic. Then slide over your top and your bottom hose. That's that one. And that's that one. Then removing the cap, we're going to fill it with a concentrate antifreeze. And using a funnel, top that up. I'm just going to put the lid on, but not tight. So I'm just massaging the top hose. And I can feel that there is air in there. So I'm going to start the car up. And hopefully watch that disappear. Telltale that it's pumping round the system is you'll see it returning through here, and we can just see signs of a little bit of coolant coming through. And the other thing to do is to make sure that you turn your heating on full and your fan as well inside the car. Just going to return the cap. Let it run for a few minutes. So we've been idling a couple of minutes. I'm just waiting for the thermostat to open, which will allow full flow around the cooling system. As far as the heating's concerned, I know I've got gloves on, but I can tell it's tepid, but it's not getting hot yet. So we haven't reached temperature yet. That thermostat hasn't opened. Just trying to give it a little bit of encouragement with a few revs. There is warmth coming through the blowers, which is a good sign that it's circulating. We should also begin to notice a change in the colour of the coolant. It should become a lighter pink rather than a red as it gets diluted with the rest of the water that is currently around the block. So the temperature gauge is creeping up slowly. Get an idea of what temperature we're pulling out of the vents. 25.8. It's definitely warming up. So we've been running about 5 minutes now. We're still just over the quarter mark on the temperature gauge, but we're beginning to see a continuous telltale flow, which is the return. So we know we've got good circulation. It's a continuous trickle, which is all it's meant to be. But the water is going around the system. And if we just do a temperature check so far on the bottle is sitting at 43.8. The lower hose is 56.4. At that point it's going through the radiator. So everything's good so far. The bottle was full to begin with, but now is just a little under half. I would expect to top that up a little bit more anyway. And the inside temperature is now 34, so it's gone up about 10 degrees, but we're still not up to temperature in the halfway mark yet. It's definitely warming up in here. Now we're 10 minutes in, the fan is beginning to run occasionally now, so we know we're close. And the coolant was full when we started. It was a little under the line to begin with after we first started up, and we've lost probably a little drop, half a litre. So it's working fine so far. Just want to see it get up to temperature, and we still have a little telltale return to the expansion bottle. We'll do a temperature check in a few minutes. I'm just going to put the front fascia back while we're waiting. And then your clips, you can separate them if you want to. Pop them in like that. Make sure you get them around the right way. And then push down. Just hear that fan running again. I'm going to have a cup of tea while I'm waiting. I just want to say, this car smells lovely inside. I know it's got a magic tree, and I do like a magic tree, got to be honest. Other trees are available. But good on ya. Beautifully smelling car. Stop press, I've just noticed it's called a little tree. Now, are little trees magic trees, or is that another tree? Either way, it smells lovely. So we're now 20 minutes in and it's dropped significantly. I've turned the heater off, knowing that it's circulating. That will allow it to get hotter a little bit quicker. You have a pretty much continuous flow of coolant, and I did notice there were quite a few little bubbles running down here, but the level is dropping, so it's going to need a top up shortly, otherwise it's going to be pulling back air into the system. And inside the car we are up to operating temperature. I'm going to put the fan back on full. So put the fan on full. See where we are. We were 34 before. Now we're 40.6. 41. Bearing in mind it's been switched off heating wise for about 3 or 4 minutes, so it'll probably go up a little bit more than that. 42. All good. Thanks for watching this one on the Mokka X and the replacement of the expansion bottle, and indeed antifreeze. We're all run up to temperature, everything's fine, the heater's working all right, so happy days. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. Catch you in the next one. Bye for now.